So good morning students. In this tutorial we are going to discuss about how to design a counterfort retaining wall. So you already know what is the difference between cantilever and counterfort retaining wall. When the retaining wall height is exceeding more than 8 to 12 meters, you will provide the counterfort retaining wall. So when you see the step-by-step procedure, all the procedure will be the same as like cantilever only, but you have to design separately as a counterfort, not with the against the all forces, because we are providing the topmost retaining wall. Clear? So we'll see step by step. So what is the first step? One means whatever the given data is there in the given problem, maybe in the outside practical, what they given to design the retaining wall. So that data you have to consider. So first one, height of the wall above the ground level. So how many meters is there? Second one, say bearing capacity of the soil and angle of internal friction and density of soil and spacing of the counterfort and materials FCK and F5. So next one is a step 2, dimensions of the retaining wall. So here first one, minimum depth of the foundation as per the Rankine's theory, and overall height of the wall H is equal to height of the wall above the ground level plus minimum depth of the foundation. That means nothing but this H plus and minimum depth of the foundation. So next one is the thickness of the base slab, that is equal to 2 into L into H. This L is nothing but the spacing of the counterforts, and base width is equal to 0.6 into H into 0.7 H. In this one, which one is the least value, that value you have to adapt as the base width. And next one is a toe projection. So toe projection is equal to 1/4 into base width, that is equal to, you will define with the BT, toe projection, nothing but toe width. So next step is the design of the stem. So when you know that one, first one is the pressure intensity at the base, P is equal to this one also as per the Rankine's formula. So here small h, nothing but this one, gamma E means density of the soil, H means capital H, overall height of the wall minus base width. So maximum working moment MW is equal to this P, pressure intensity, into L square by 12. This L is nothing but spacing of the counterforts. When you find out the working moment, you have to find out the ultimate moment, nothing but factor moment. You have to multiply with the factor of safety, 1.5 into MW. So effective depth D is equal to square root of mu by 0.138 FCKB. This formula you have in IS 456, page number 96. So after finding the depth, you have to find out the reinforcement in the stem. Mu is equal to 0.87 FIASTD into 1 minus FIAST by BD into FCK. Here you know the mu here and Fi value at the step 1, and AST unknown, and D value you will find out here, and B value per meter 10 cube, how much it will cost the reinforcement you will find out here. So by solving that equation you will get the main reinforcement. After finding the reinforcement of the steel, so how much of diameter with how much of spacing you have to provide, you have to find out. And the distribution reinforcement AST is equal to 0.12% of the cross sectional area. So from this area of steel you will provide with the minimum reinforcement diameter and minimum spacing. So as you can see here, this is the basic drawing of the counterfort retaining wall. So same like the cantilever retaining wall, but we are providing the counterforts. As you can see here, this one is the counterfort. So first one, adopt the stem thickness minimum. This one is the stem thickness, the same way. This will be the equal near to the TS. So minimum I am taking 220 mm, depending on your height of the wall you can assume this value also. So when you see here, this one is the stem part, this one is the toe, and this one is the heel, and this one is the counterfort. This one is the completely cantilever retaining wall providing with the counterforts, nothing but counterfort retaining wall. So here height of the wall above the ground level, and this one is the depth of the foundation. So when you say in the step 2, when you are finding the dimension, capital H is equal to overall depth of the height is equal to height of the wall above the ground level plus depth of the foundation. So when you want only the stem height, means that you have to minus the slab thickness. So this one is the slab thickness, this one is the width of the heel slab, this one the thickness of the stem, this one is the width of the toe slab. And here backfill soil earth pressure is acting on horizontally, and W1, W2 and W3 are the self weights of the those parts. So below this diagram, as you already seen in previous tutorial, this one is the upward pressure diagram when the total backfill pressure is acting on the retaining wall. So next step 4 is the stability computation for the stem part. As you can see there, W1, W2, W3, these all are the sulfides. W1 stem sulfide, W2 is the slab sulfide, and W3 is the backfill sulfide. When you find these all the sulfide to the previous procedure, that will be the W1, W2, W3. This one is the magnitude of the load, nothing but sigma W force, and distance from the starting point of the heel slab A point, that you will find by depending on these formulas. So if you want the moment, load into distance, you will find the moment. That one will be the total moment. Here, without any weight also, moment due to earth pressure on horizontal, it is coming, P force. So P into that middle of the distance, H by 3 it will come here. So P into H by 3, if you multiply, Ca into gamma A into H cube by 6. So depending on this one, you will find the moment due to earth pressure. So this one is the sigma m. So distance of the point of application of resultant from point A. So completely depending on the upward pressure diagram, from A point, if you want to find out which point is the resultant maximum bending moment means, so Z is equal to sigma m by sigma w formula, sigma m by sigma w, that you will find it in meters. So eccentricity small e is equal to Z minus B by 2. This B is the overall base width. Clear? So this one, eccentricity should be less than B by 6. And maximum and minimum pressures at the base point. So P maximum, P minimum formulas are there, active and passive earth pressures depending on the upward diagrams. So at the same point, PCDIF and PAFI. So P maximum will act on this point at the toe projection, and P minimum will be acting at the heel slab. So if you want these points, IEF and these points, so you will use these formulas to get that values. So next step is the design of the toe slab. So normally maximum working moment, in the same way like as you find for the stem, these are the upward pressures, both the things. Depending on these formulas, you will find out the loading to distance, you will get the moment, and sulfate, due to sulfate problems, two things, and you will multiply with the distance and you will get the moment. So after finding the sigma W and sigma M, maximum working moment is equal to, so positive moments minus negative moments, and ultimate moment means 1.5 into working moment. For effective depth of the toe slab, whatever thickness is there for the slab minus some effective cover, you have to minus 50 mm minimum cover, then you will get the effective depth of the toe slab. That means when you are providing the reinforcement, you will provide the cover little, above 25, below 25. So after finding the moment, ultimate moment, you have the formula as per the IS 456. Mu is equal to 0.87 FIASTD into 1 minus FIAST by FCKBD. So this formula is a very familiar from IS 456, page 96. So please go through that one. So maximum you will use this formula in this cantilever, and counterfort retaining wall also. So from this formula you will find the AST. How much of reinforcement we are going to use for the design of the toe slab. So from this one, main reinforcement, adapt any diameter, minimum diameter, and with the providing spacing. And the normal distribution reinforcement formula, 0.12% into cross sectional area. So after finding this reinforcement, distribution reinforcement, provide with the minimum diameter adapted and minimum spacing from center to center section. So step 6 is the design of the heel slab. Here you don't need to calculate any upward pressures and downward pressures, because it is acting on mainly depending on the counter force. So here you can see, consider 1 meter wide strip of the heel slab. Whenever the heel slab it is there, so here consider 1 meter strip. So from that one, upward soil pressure will be there, B minimum only. So weight of the soil on strip is equal to gamma E into H. Height of the stem part only it is acting. So gamma E is density of the soil. So self weight of the strip is equal to 1 into TB into gamma C. So after finding this one, you will find the total load, how much it is acting on single strip. So after finding this one, detect the downward pressure, nothing but this one is the upward soil pressure, positive, and detect the downward pressure means it will be the minus P minimum. So net downward pressure W is equal to total load by BH by 2. This is the formula. So from this one you will find the maximum negative working moment. MW is equal to W into L square by 12. So after finding this one, so you will find the ultimate moment, nothing but factor of safety into working moment. From this ultimate moment, by using this formula, mu is equal to 0.87 Fi ASTT into 1 minus Fi AST by FCKBD. You will find the same procedure, main reinforcement, adapting some mm diameter, and you will provide the certain spacing, and distribution reinforcement with the help of grass area. We will provide the minimum reinforcement with the minimal spacing. So next step, up to now you have seen how to design the stem, toe slab and heel slab. Now how you can see design of counter force, nothing but this one is the counter force. From the heel slab to you are providing along with the top of the stem. This one you have to design. So when you are designing that one, thickness provided at the top point TS plus TS, minimum thickness of the counter force TCMM. So after finding thickness of the counter force, maximum working moment in counter force is equal to, this is the formula, you have to multiply with the counter force spacing, because in the counter force space only the pressure is acting mainly. So you will find the moment taking only soil at pressure only. So factor design moment is equal to MW into factor of safety. So from this moment you will find the reinforcement. Following the same step, you will find the AST, how many mm square you have to provide it. But here minimum reinforcement as per the IS 456 2000, the formula is AS is equal to 0.85 into BD by F5. So here provide how many bars it will get the for this reinforcement and which diameter you are preferring there. Clear? So next one is the curtailment of the bars. So curtailment means nothing but when you are providing the counter force from one place to another place, you are providing the curtailments. So this many, how many numbers are you have to provide, that one you will cross check here. So here, so is the formulas. Let H1 is equal to depth at which one bar can be curtailed. So when you see in the diagram, what is meant by H? So this one is the height of the stem. So from here, H1, from this point 1 meter, 1 bar you are providing there. So H1 is equal to depth at data which 1 bar can be curtailed. So n minus 1 n by n is equal to H1 by H square. So you will find the H1 within how many meters from the top point. From the top point you have to provide the reinforcement here. Clear? So this in this way like that you will find up to how many meters it will be there. At this point you will find the number of bars you will provide curtailing. Clear? So next step is the connection between the counter force and upright slab. So in this step, first consider the bottom 1 meter height of the upright slab. Nothing but when you take in the slab from here to here, consider 1 meter height. From that one, pressure on the strip is equal to, let it be P, pressure intensity, P kilonewton per meter square. So if you want the total lateral pressure transform to the counter force, from this counter force to 1 meter height, how many transfer means P into pressure intensity into L minus T. Effective depth, L means spacing of the counter force and P means pressure and intensity on the strip. So factor force is equal to total lateral pressure into 1.5. So after finding this pressure, reinforcement required per meter height, that means how many counter force height, how much it will be there per height per meter, factored force by divided by 0.87 Fi. This is the formula. After finding the reinforcement, you have to provide minimum reinforcement mm diameter at the spacing. So connection between the this one counter force, this one counter force to upright slab from here to here. So step 10 is the connection between the counter force and heel slab. This one is the last step. So here connection between the counter force and heel slab, nothing but up to now you see in the upright slab, nothing but up to stem part, counter force to here. Now you can see from here to this point in the top way how you are providing the reinforcement. So when the tension transfer in 1 meter width of the counter force near the heel is equal to net downward pressure into L minus T. Here you are completely considering the pressure intensity. but here you will consider the net downward pressure only into L minus T. In the same way, you will find the factor force 1.5 into total tension transferred. So reinforcement required for 1 meter height is equal to factor force by 0.875. After finding the area of reinforcement, you will provide the minimum diameter and spacing. For spacing here, when you take in the heel slab, because of soil backfill is coming, that tension will come on the bottom side. You already providing the reinforcement at the bottom side. But if you want to provide due to the counter force at the top side also, you have to provide the two-legged vertical links. Means here also one link and here also one link at the top. So for that one, 2 into small AST by capital AST into 1000. This one is the spacing formula. 2 you are providing for the two-legged the vertical links. So in the next tutorial, we will see how to design a problem and what are the reinforcement details, how to draw that one and how it is going to be constructed.